Hey everybody, it's Ryan here from Body Transformation Lab. Today I wanted to give you a quick insight into the foods I eat on a daily basis, in particular what I've got in my fridge and freezer. One of the things I found very helpful when I first started eating like this and my body transformation was seeing what other people were eating, seeing what fitness models and bodybuilders had in their kitchens. And that wasn't just looking at their diet plans on a bit of paper, but it was actually seeing them upload videos of themselves in their kitchen, and that gave me a much better feel for how this should work. So I'm going to do the same for you. I hope you find it beneficial. We'll run through a few things. I haven't prepared any of this, so anything could happen, but I hope you enjoy it and I hope you get something out of it. So first of all, we're going to have a quick look in my fridge. All right, now, before we begin, I'm going to point out that these, if you eat these, you will get fat. All right, you can't do anything about that. These aren't mine, I swear. These are, in fact, my girlfriend's. I keep them here for her. She hasn't quite adopted the whole fitness lifestyle. But yes, if you eat these, you will get fat. So don't. But anyway, they're there to tempt me. They're there to tempt me every day. Okay, so we'll start up here very quickly. We've got some horseradish sauce, some Italian grated cheese, some mint sauce. Now those are great for spicing things up a little bit, spicing up some of the food, which can get a bit bland otherwise. Down here again, we've got some mozzarella and some grated cheddar. I use those maybe for a cheese omelette. I also make something called a primal pizza or paleo pizza, which is essentially a pizza but made with coconut flour, because we do know that we need saturated fats in our diets. We've got to have some, the body needs it, it makes us feel full, makes us feel satisfied, and then you won't go out and binge on carbs. So those are great. I've got some mustard here. Now again, mustard's great for spicing things up. Some people claim it raises metabolism as well. Not sure if that's true or not, but you can give it a go. And I use the mustard for salad dressings. So if you combine that with olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and maybe a little bit of honey, depending whether you're going low carb or medium carb or high carb, whatever. I tend to leave out the honey, but if you do that, you'll get a nice salad dressing which you can put over the top. Down here we have the very important fish oil. Now if you're not taking fish oil, you need to start. I take about a day. This is liquid. I take about a tablespoonful of this a day, roughly, give or take. And this is, if you're interested in the brand, is called Carlson's, the very finest fish oil. A few suppliers here in the UK do this, and it actually tastes quite good. It doesn't taste too bad, so it's great for putting on salads. And I just take it with a spoonful and chase it with some water. Before I had that, I had these, which are from MyProtein. Similar sort of things, except they're tablet forms. To get the same amount of fish oil as you would in a tablespoon of Carlson's, you'd have to take, I don't know, 10, 20 of these. So that's why I prefer the other stuff. All right, so we'll start on the top here. Here I have some Greek yogurt. I like the Total brand. I don't know if you can get it in the States, but you can get it here. They make two types. They make a full fat version, which is this, and they make one called Total 0%, which has no fat. Now, my diet is probably 40 to 50% fat, so I don't really worry about the fat. One thing I would say is if you're trying to do low fat, I wouldn't advise it, or you're trying to watch your fat intake, beware of low-fat products. If you go into the supermarket and buy a low-fat yogurt, chances are that they will have added sugar to it to make it flavoursome. So I'd rather have the full-fat one without the sugar. That's my preference. I'd advise you to do the same, but you're free to do whatever you want. Also have some almond butter here. Great product. You can get this from health food stores. I again got this from myprotein.co.uk in the UK. It's slightly better, I think, than peanut butter. This is essentially just ground almonds. Again, I have that by the tablespoonful if in the evenings I'm trying to up my calorie count and I haven't hit my calories for the day. Or just to fill up, it's a nice thing to keep you sated during the day. But it is very calorie dense, so if you like, I quite like nuts and I can get addicted to that quite quickly. So like a tablespoon, maybe 2 max, is all I do a day. I don't know how many calories that is actually. I've got a feeling it's rather light. It's probably more calorie dense than chocolate. Let's have a look. All right, so per 100 grams, you got 630 calories. So a spoonful is probably 100, 150 calories. At the back here, I have some chicken. This is pre-cooked. I did it with some lemon and oregano. It just saves time if you batch cook meals, so I tend to do that and leave it in the fridge. Next shelf down, we have the raw meat. So very important in a diet for a body transformation is, of course, protein. So here I've got 3 chicken breasts. I love mince. So we've got some British mince steak. I usually just make chili con carne type stuff out of that. Or just mix it with some tinned tomatoes, fry it. It's quite nice. In here, I have a couple of Scottish sirloin steaks, which I'm going to have tomorrow. Very excited about those. These are actually from a company which I've recently found called athlete.co.uk. That's athlete as in E-A-T, eat, not an athlete. And they do food for athletes via the post. So you can order organic chicken breasts, you can order steaks. Check them out, they're great. So that's athlete.co.uk. Next down, we have a few bits of salad. I tend to chop up my salad and vegetables and put them again in these containers so that during the day I can just, if I want to make a salad, it takes 2 minutes rather than taking half an hour to chop all the veg. I just take that out, stick a few of them in a bowl, mix it up, and there we go. So again, I've got those. I've got some red onion, got some little balls of beetroot. You can see those. Got a couple of broccolis in here. Now, obviously, broccolis are great. You can eat them raw, but I tend to steam mine if I'm having them. Again, they're great for salads or just additional stuff to put on your plate. Very fibrous, full of vitamins and nutrients. You should be eating that every day. That and spinach are one of the superfoods. Eat that every day. You can't go wrong. Makes you feel full. Got lots of fibre. Especially important if you're not eating bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, that kind of stuff, which I don't. So that's a great way for me to get fibre. Next shelf down, again, I've got some strawberries. Now, I did actually order raspberries from Tesco. They do a delivery service, but sometimes they substitute what you want. So they took out my raspberries because they didn't have them, and they put in strawberries, which is alright. I tend to stick to berries. I think strawberries have a slightly higher GI, maybe higher sugar fructose count. That's off the top of my head. I might be wrong, but I'm going to eat them anyway. Fruit, come on. If you eat lots of fruit, eating those is not going to make me fat, right? Everything else, everything in moderation, right? Got some blueberries. Again, blueberries are pretty high in fructose, but I like a few of these every day. Great antioxidants in there. I've got some mushrooms there. Again, some more of my salady stuff, some chopped mushrooms and some chopped peppers that I use in my salads. It's all very good. And then we have, what else do we have? We have some mange tout. There we go. Some mange tout there. We've got some baby tomatoes, some sugar snap peas, another thing of blueberries, and some butter at the back. Remember, fat is our friend. It helps us keep sated, and it's great for cooking in. Down here we have ginger. I quite like spicy food, so I have that. Got some garlic, got some lemons, got some onions, got some tomatoes and a lime. I quite like chicken fajitas, which is quite a good recipe to have. So I usually keep that sort of stuff. But you can also use marinades, make marinades out of lemons and onions and all that stuff. So fruit and veg, really good. Obviously, you all know that. Protein, fruit and veg are the key to transforming your body, all right? And good fats, healthy fats, of course. Down here we have a mixed salad, which I use as the basis for my salad, and 2 massive bags, I didn't quite realise how big they were when I ordered them, of fresh leaf spinach. Great, you can saute it, you can add it to stir fries, you can eat it raw in salads. It's so good for you. You've got to be eating that kind of stuff. And look, if you get hungry on a diet and you're always complaining that, you know, I can't stick with it because I'm always feeling hungry, you eat one of those, right? You eat one of these bags a day with a meal. Now, I'm not saying do that. I don't do that. I'll have some of it. But if you were to eat that whole bag, 450 grams, are you telling me that you would be hungry after that meal? You would be so full. I mean, you probably have so much fibre. You probably wouldn't get off the loo for a couple of days. But look, all right, 100 grams of this is 25 calories. So the whole bag is 100 calories. If you ate all of that, you would be stuffed. You would be stuffed. All right. If anyone wants to try that, put a video of their experience, then please do. That'd be quite entertaining to watch. So that is the fridge. That is the fridge done. Let's have a quick look in the freezer. So, just a quick note. I have here avocados. Mix those with some lemon juice to make guacamole, and then the eggs for omelettes for making them boiled. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's about a week's worth there. In the freezer. Right, in the freezer, I have a couple of bottles. Now, before I started this transformation, I did quite like going out and drinking, and I don't drink beer or wine, so I had a lot of vodka. And since then, people always tend to give me bottles of vodka for my birthdays or Christmas. And I don't really drink anymore, but they are in there. You know, they're in there to remind me, I guess. And, you know, maybe when I hit my body fat percentages that I want, I'll break one of those bad boys out. I've also got some chicken, again, which I cooked yesterday. And I've frozen in Ziploc bags. They take up less space than Tupperware, so I generally just do that. And I'll defrost it just before I want to eat it, or, you know, a day before I want to eat it. Cooking all your food, or especially your protein, on one day of the week is a real time saver. You don't want to be doing that every night. I'll do another video showing you how I do that. Again, down here we've got some more. We've got some pork medallions, Scottish beef, more minced beef. And at the back, you've got some quick cook steak. Try and buy organic. Try and spend the most amount of money you can, or your budget, your maximum budget, on good meat. If you buy cheap quality meat, it's bad for you. It's going to be pumped full of hormones and all nasty stuff. So try and get the best stuff you can. So if you haven't got time and you just want something quick, then, you know, grab some peas. Great way to get your veg in. Shove those in the microwave, or steam them, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. Boil them, and there you go. And I've also got same thing. Ooh, almost dropped it there. So I hope you found looking in my fridge and freezer useful. I hope you got some good tips about what I eat and what you should be eating. You can find more advice and more tips on diet and nutrition and transforming your body on my website, bodytransformationlab.com. I hope to see you there.